Alright, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video, and today we are dealing with another infamous, how do I say this, infamous clunking and the steering column rattle type noise when driving down the road. I have another video on this covering the same issue. It's a very simple repair. Well, the part is quite simple, and here it is. First off, I'm showing you what the part is. Here's the number 45254-28040. It's called an electric power steering damper. Okay, so it's gonna be this little star right here. Let me turn on my headlight. This little star right here, and what happens is all this little green stuff, it's made out of softer material. See how it breaks off? And once that breaks off, that motor starts making a little bit of a clunking noise when you steer from side to side. Depending on how bad this is how bad the noise is going to be. I've heard them to where they're starting, and I've heard them to where they're really bad. I'm going to try to answer some common questions that I've been getting on the other video that I posted. I've had a lot of questions on that, and basically when this happens, it's from as far as I can tell, is not going to be a safety issue. It's more of a nuisance than anything else. You're not gonna lose steering all of a sudden, or the car is gonna, you know, go to the side, or you're not gonna be able to control it. It's just they put this little damper here to minimize that noise of the electric motor, which is this right here. I have it hanging down, and this is what gives you the power assist on the steering. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a motor that they put in the steering column, and then they put this bushing like this, and it couples with the actual steering column, and this bushing just prevents excessive noise and stuff. But over time they break apart, and then it does what it's designed to not do, which is not make noise. So I got a new one here. What I wanted to cover on this one, this is the first time I've done this on a Venza, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. This is a 2009 Toyota Venza, and this one is actually a little simpler or easier than the Toyota Camrys that I've done. I've done several of the Camrys, and I've heard that it's the same issue with the Prius, just about all these Toyotas that have this electric power assist seem to be having this issue. Also, Kia and Hyundai have a very similar issue, which is, I don't know if it's going to be the same part, but it's a very similar part to this right here. So I just wanted to cover some basics on how to take care of this issue. If you want to, or if not, you could just take it somewhere to have it done. But the problem is that a lot of times they may tell you, oh, we got to replace the whole rack and pinion, we got to replace the whole steering column, we got to replace a million things. No, most of the time this is the issue. You could have an intermediate shaft issue too. I've heard that some of these Toyotas have that problem, but this has always fixed my problem, this little star right here. This is a little different, but in a good way actually, because I didn't even have to drop the steering column for this particular model. On the other Camrys, I have to actually lower the steering column so I can get to the to the motor itself. So you're just gonna have these two 12mm bolts that are gonna hold the steer motor, just like so. And probably the hardest part is to get this stupid thing out of the way, to be honest with you. This is just part of the HVAC for the floor vents. It goes hooked up here. Let me see if I can give you a good shot. It's gonna be difficult, but it's gonna go right here, right there. And what makes it a little bit difficult is because it goes latched here, and it kind of goes in here too. So what you have to do is you gotta undo these two clips, 1, 2, and then just kind of swing it over this way and then pull it out. But sometimes this one actually split in half, and I had to take one half first and then the other. So that normally even on the Camrys, that's what gives me the most difficult time for some reason. I don't know why, but It's gonna have 2 stars, this little one and this big one, and the little one just goes inside the big one, just like that, and then it goes here and it couples with the other mechanism in there. But so what I have to do now is just kind of blow off all the excess remnants of the old one and blow it off. You're gonna see all that green stuff just flying everywhere. Make sure it's nice and clean. Put your new one in, put the little one inside the big one, and then put everything back together. Like I said, it's only two 12 millimeter screws, and it goes bolted right here. I hope I'm getting you guys a good shot because it's kind of tight quarters, but it goes right here. So you're gonna have to use special tools. Well, I'm sure you can figure it out, but I use these torque adapters, and they give me a good access from the bottom to the top, just like that. So these actually work pretty good for this job. So once you get that off, it just literally just slides right off, and you have enough room to just lower it and do what you got to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Like I said, this is the first time I've done a Venza. I've done many Camrys already, and the Camrys seem to be a little bit more complicated than this. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up and put it back together, and maybe give you a good visual of how it looks like when it's all together soon, because I kind of started recording now before I touched it. I thought this was just the same as the Camry, but I was wrong. It's different. It's a little easier actually, in my opinion, so that's a good thing. So just stay tuned. All right guys, so we are back with the Venza, and I've already put the motor and the little bushing back in there. Again, this is the guy that gives all the issue. You can see the little green particles that have broken off, and I've gotten all of the little particles out. I don't know if you can see this on camera. It's kind of dark down here, but see those little green specks? That's what you're gonna find in there. But here we have the motor already installed. Let me see if I can give you a better view right here. Okay, so here is where that HVAC floor vent goes right there. That's what, to go back in is not a problem. It's to come back to take it off that's a little challenging. It's not difficult, but it's a bit of a pain in the rear, if you know what I mean. So there's the motor back installed, and then we just gotta put the airbag back in, make all these connections again, put this panel back in, and this should be job done. So again, a lot of questions that I get is like, what happens if you leave it like that? In my opinion, nothing. It just keeps making the noise. It might get a little worse, but it's just more annoying than anything else. It's a hard plastic with it's like 2 pieces of plastic sandwiched in some kind of rubbery material, and the rubbery material is the one that falls apart. It degrades and falls apart. The plastic, I have never seen the plastic part broken, so it just dampens the noise between the two, the couplers, when you turn the steering wheel. That's all that is there for. Another question that I get is, do you have to replace the whole steering column? Well, as you can see, no, you don't. You just change that part. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, they're quoting me thousands of dollars to repair, because they say I have to replace the steering column, the rack and pinion. I've changed this, I've changed that, and it still does the noise. Well, that's the noise right there. You don't have to replace anything other than that one particular part. So I hope this answers those questions. Another question that I get, where do I buy the part? From your Toyota dealer. I've heard subscribers and viewers ask me, where do you get the part? From your local Toyota dealer. There's the part number right there. They should be able to give it to you. They've told me that, oh no, the Toyota says that they don't sell it. I don't know why. So there it is. I buy these from Toyota. I buy them from Toyota. I have found them on Amazon and they sell them, you know, in packs of 5 and 10s in the millions or something like that. As far as the quality, I don't know. I've never used those. I've always just bought the ones from Toyota. It's not really an expensive part. It's like $10 or something like that. It's nothing crazy, 10-15 bucks, something like that. It's just more labor than anything else. This one is a little easier, but it beats spending thousands and thousands of dollars on replacing a steering column when you don't have to. So again, I hope this video helped. Anybody's having this issue, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video. Ciao.